told there's some real money in the room.
Birdman wasn't the only one who, I guess, was throwing shots your way. Boosie was. Now, around the same time that Lil Boosie throws shots at you, he's working with T.I., you know? And T.I. has, after several months of Charleston White calling him out for allegedly snitching, he admitted to it. So T.I. recently went on a podcast and admit that he told on the dead. He told on the deceased. He told on his cousin, right? And he put the guns on him or whatever the case may be. And he lied about it this whole time. It's been several years since you weren't around when he came and did the tip video, but did you see it?
Yeah, I was in prison. I used to watch a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so you know, he did a 2-2 tips video, and that's when Charleston White started calling him the tipster. You know what I'm saying? Because he was basically encouraging the community to tip, while he was saying himself that he wasn't a snitch, or he didn't do this, he didn't do that. And several years later, you admit to telling on the dead. How did you feel when you saw that T.I. admitted to telling on the dead?
Well, let me say this. A lot of people don't know this, but Terrance Gangsta Williams, aka OG Giggity, is the one that broke that story. Someone sent it to me in my, I don't want to put the person's name out there, they sent it to me in my DM. It was like, yo, I remember T.I. said this. If you look at it, it's an old clip because he have long dreads now. So he been admitted this. It just went under the rug, you know, it wasn't a big topic, so to speak. So the person sent it to me like, hey man, you know, and the reason why a person brought it up because of how the theatrics that Boosie like to put on when he on the camera, you know? So he was like, man, yo, look at this. So I checked it out, I was like, wow. So I held it for a few days, I was like, because I don't have a problem with T.I., I didn't want to put that out, you know, because I was like, but then I was like, well, he already said it on his podcast. It's not like something that I'm bringing up, you know? So when I got it, I looked at it and I was like, okay, let me go ahead and see what he do. And I just put it out. I was gonna play his part on my video. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna go that far. But, you know, one thing I like about YouTube, if you can look at when a video was put out. Now, when you go to my page, you will see the day I spoke on it, and then you'll see when all the other big wigs start speaking about it. And you'll see I was the one that put that out because I just wanted to see the reaction, you know? It wasn't just to troll him or go at T.I., it was just to show that a lot of these rappers, and when I say rap, I'm speaking about Boosie, a lot of them, you know, they
put a name on it then.
Yeah, you know,
a lot of niggas had to put a name on it. Yeah, when I'm talking about rappers, I'm talking about Boosie.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay.
Hey, yo, I got that from OG Percy.
Yeah.
But people, I've always been known, because from prison, you know, people had a tendency of...
Man, this is a real dog. Hold on, man. Cause people will not like that. I just have to respect how you did that, cause you was like, yeah, when I'm talking about rappers, you know, let me be specific. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people won't do that.
You know, cause guys it used to irritate me in prison. Like if someone stole something, someone sell or did something, a person want to come cut the TV off and make a broad statement. Yo, so we said, man, put an address on that, man. You know who you talking to, man, because now you know you shooting this out there. Let a person know who you talking about, and that's like with the rap game. Like if I start becoming a fan of yours, it's a one little rapper that I love to hear this song, the little youngster, Lil Baby. We in the loop, and that he riding that song, so I love to listen to that song. But now that I'm a fan of yours, and if you diss someone, I don't know who you talking about. So a lot of rappers have that where they just shoot something out, and then you got to kill. Oh, he talking about such. Oh, he talking about. And then in a lot of I've seen with a lot of rappers like, well, why would he much talking about him? I didn't mean it like that, blah blah blah. So my thing always been, whenever I'm talking about somebody, I like to address it so a person will know, yeah, I'm talking about this person, you know. So like I was saying, you know, and Boosie is a big figure out on the internet, and people like to hear Boosie You know, he liked to run and rave. He vent a lot. You know, he do his thing. So, you know, my thing was, you know, and he threw me a mean alley hoop. He indirectly looked out for me. He didn't realize he just was just being Boosie. And I looked at it and was like, you know, I like to capitalize on stuff, you know. I'm one of the ones that gonna sit back and be like, okay, this is a good move, this is a bad move, you know. And when he did that, I was like, oh yeah, good looking out. You know what I'm saying? And then he realized, because he came back on flag, yeah, I'm gonna keep his name on my mouth. It's too late now, the world know who I am now. Thank you. You know, but he, you know, when he made that rule, Vlad asked him, specifically asked him, do you feel that's ratting when you tell on the dead? He said yes. But then, you know, he added the rest of the stuff, how we know that it is fine. But you said yes, that when you go and tell on the dead, that's snitching. So now he have an album coming out with T.I. Are you gonna stand on what you said? Because he mentioned when me and him was going through our little back and forth videos, he said, man, I'm a stepper. I'm from the streets, I violate people, I do this, and this. He said that. So now are you gonna stand on that? You know, what is your take now? You know, that's why, you know, in this line, the Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, tell us, think 3 times before you speak. You know, because a lot of these guys just be jumping out there speaking, and now you got to go backtrack. Now you're going to be asked all the time, how you feel about this, you're going to cover that up. And then what make it look so bad is, just like mine, T.I. paperwork is sealed. So how we going to know what really happened? Now, Boosie, you even said this, well, show us the paperwork. Is you gonna say that about your man who you made this album with? Show us the paperwork. Man, this stuff about to get interesting, man.
Yeah, and well, do you think if Boosie chooses, because the world didn't demonize or vilify T.I. like they did you know what I'm saying? And so, do you think that if, you know, if indeed that they accept T.I. snitching on the dead or however it went, then does Boosie owe you an apology? If that album comes out, are you due for an apology from Boosie?
No, I don't look for sympathy or none of that, because you also gotta look at this. T.I. once was in the street, but he's been into the music industry for so long. So from the next generation that came up, I did 23 or 10 months. So I watched the culture change. So now these new people that become fans of T.I., they don't know all that. They just know this is a good.
We talking about Boosie though.
No. I'm about to show you. I'm about to paint you the picture. What I'm about to show you is this. The reason why I'm about to show you that Boosie don't owe me no apology, because people know T.I. from the family hustle. You know, being a family orientated person. You know, doing a lot of good things. So they don't know street step of T.I. Now, when the world was introduced to me from BG, or the Hot Boys, Birdman, everybody who rapping about my name, it was street stuff.
Right.
So the interviews I did from prison was about my life street stuff, having a life sentence, life for 20 years. So people know me from being a street stepper, not entertainer, not a celebrity. So T.I. has grown on people over the years. So now when Boosie speak, he's speaking about, man, you from the streets, man, you knew better, you was supposed to volley, you know, blah, 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 blah. Whereas with T.I., okay, this is an entertainer, you know, this is somebody that's been doing a lot of good stuff over the years, you know, that we've grown to watch, to learn how to do business, to learn to invest and stuff. But I'm not looking for an apology because I can't go to Walmart and say, hey, Boosie, apologize to me. Now, can I buy these Fruity Pebble cereal? You know, this gallon of milk. I can't do that. So I don't care about a person apologize to me. Now, if you want to talk, I know I remember Boosie did say when he spoke on the steppers in Angola that love me and respect me, that I owed them an apology. Now, he the one that brought up, man, you owe them boys an apology. You need to apologize to them. Now, he did bring that up. So, if anything, he owed his fan base an apology, because if anybody, he owed his fan base an apology. He don't owe me nothing. He can give me a check, though.
Hey, man. As he has before, indirectly.
Wow.
But I love when you hit that one. Hey, I noticed that's a New Orleans thing too. Like everybody be hitting it.
Yeah, BG put it in his song a lot. You see, go back and listen to BG's song. He say that, yeah. You know. So
we hit that up.
What it was. Let me tell you what really made me start coming home pushing that, because you know in prison, a lot of us keep our ear to the street. So we want to know what's the new slang, what's going on. So I would call home and like, man, oh man, nobody don't say that stuff no more. Y'all, that's y'all old here, y'all. Man, we got the new little word. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna follow that new trend. I'm gonna keep what we said. I'm not gonna go down with them young boys with their new little sayings and new little stuff. They little lingo. No, I'm gonna stick to the old. Let me know, man, I'm from the old school. I'm out y'all way. You know what I'm saying? The new little steppers, they ain't playing. So, you know, that's why I always do it, because this.
When discussing T.I. snitching, you also said Dirk snitched on the dead as well. How do you get that information? Because we haven't really heard much about Dirk telling like we did with T.I.
I'm happy you touching on that, because I was gonna go back and do a video on that. I spoke out of ignorance. I looked at the speculation part. You know, you was charged with this, then also this dropped. Now, one would argue that Dirk, being the celebrity he is, you know, having the name he have, that in this day and time, the way they politic with this industry, that he would have came forward. Okay, here's the paperwork that you know, my lawyer sat down with the people, or did I have to come and did I have to give a statement like, is this stuff available? You know, did you go behind the scene? You know, do this stuff. So I spoke out of ignorance, because I don't have no proof that he did this, and this. This is something that was told to me, and I just took it and ran with it. I didn't do no research. I was like, okay, blah, blah, blah. And I owe him an apology. Matter of fact, I apologize to you, Lil Dirk.
Well, before you apologize,
no,
though, was it confirmed
that let me tell you why.
He didn't snitch?
It wasn't confirmed. It wasn't confirmed because no one has came and say, hey, hit me in the DM like, yo, yeah, you're right. A lot of people saying no, they'll say what I'm saying. Yeah, you're right, man, because they just looking at it, man, you was charged, how I disappeared, and we know how charges are.
And not just that, but I remember that, because it was the same Atlanta attorney, I believe, and she was like, I remember she said, but if King Von was here, he'd definitely be in jail. Yeah, charged. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, she shot it out there for us to catch it, but like I say, you got to go back to, I go back to how prison go. When somebody put a bone on you, they present the evidence. So they just was saying, man, the dirt, and I just was, you know, when I go and do videos, I don't practice. I don't, you know, do a strip and like, okay, I just like, okay, I'm gonna talk about and I just go. And his name just jumped out there, and at the time I had I was like, man, did I just say that man's name? I'm down bad, you know. But yeah, I humbly apologize to Lil Dirt for even putting that out. And now I'm realizing that when I say stuff, people do listen, even though, you know, I'm small, my channel's small, but a lot of them big wigs, do what they doing. They going to my channel, they seeing what I'm talking about, and before you know, you see them doing videos and talking about stuff. I said, well, they all watching.
Well, you know, and two, like, you may only have 60,000 subscribers, but you amassed it in a short amount of time. So if somebody has 100 or 200, 300,000, but they got it over the past span of 10 years, you got these new, fresh, relevant, you know, active subscribers. Some people like they have, like I heard Boosie talk about Nas, and he was like, yeah, half Nas fans is dead. So it's like it don't even you know, it don't even matter. No offense to Nas, but that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So you might consider your platform small, but you know, it's different between small and hot. You know what I'm saying? If you got the torch, you got the torch.
Well, wait, hold up. Real Tool TV, let me correct you, because you stated I have my 60. I got 65,000, 65 point something.
You stay checking something.
Yeah, I got to.
Yeah.
But I don't check. Let me just say this, because I always tell people, they say, well, I'm about to check you. You check a test. I just had to let you know, because I can't check Real Tool, because I know your people going to be on me. But yeah, I have more than 60,000, brother. And you're correct that I started this in May, and this short period of time, people love me, man. They got to holler at gangster. They love me. They love OG Giggity.
That part.
Hey, Real Tone, it's some real money in the room.